Oh, look at that. What do we have cooking today for the next episode of Harumi's Kitchen?
Japanese pancake.
Japanese
Savory.
pancake? What do you call this, Harumi?
Okonomiyaki.
Okonomiyaki. And what's it got in it?
Dry prawn. This one.
Dry prawns? Oh, yes.
Dry prawn.
This particular one. What else? There's a bit of a mixture there. Cabbage.
And squid.
And squid.
And then fried flour.
Fried flour.
Just flour, like butter.
Oh, like a batter.
Fried
right,
butter.
a batter. So it's like a Japanese savoury pancake.
And egg, and bonito stock, and water, and flour.
Right. And where do okonomiyaki come from originally?
Osaka.
Osaka. So they're specific to a particular region of Japan, is that right?
Yes.
I see. Wow, that's interesting. So you were saying you were from Tokushima.
Tokushima means not main island.
Not main island. No. It's an island?
Yes.
Yes.
And then I
in the north or south, east, west?
West.
West of Japan.
Little countryside. But I moved to Osaka myself for 5 years.
Ah, I see.
So I know.
Osaka's quite a main city in Japan, isn't it?
Second biggest.
Second biggest city. I see.
Yes, I love Osaka.
What's with the hairstyle today?
Osaka hairstyle.
City hairstyle.
Just kidding. I don't know, I just wanted it to be...
Boom!
Yes.
Okay.
Okonomiyaki hairstyle.
So today on Harumi's Kitchen, we have James Anderson.
Hello.
From, where are you from, James?
Remuera.
But where are you originally from, James?
Scotland.
Scotland. Aberdeen, is that right? That's where some of my ancestors come from too. And we've got Nickie, who is fully?
I'm fully Laosian.
Laosian. Wow, that's an interesting country. Are there many Laosian people in New Zealand?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Because it's not a country that you hear of that often, but there's quite a few Laosian people in New Zealand, aren't there? Because I've met some of your friends and you've got some Laosian friends, I know that much.
Yeah.
But before I'd met you, I hadn't met any Laosian people.
Question.
Are there many Laosian people in New Zealand?
Yeah, I think there's quite, maybe in the thousands.
In the thousands, gosh, that's quite a lot.
They're hiding.
More than I expected. That's cool. Is there a town in Laos that your family comes from, or?
My mum is from Vientiane.
Vientiane, is that right? Vientiane?
Or some people pronounce it Vientiane. So.
Vientiane. Is that French or no? In Cambodia they speak French, don't they? Or Vietnam maybe?
Well, some people would speak French.
In Laos?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Great. So Harumi, what have we got for starters?
Miso soup.
Miso soup.
This is
from a packet.
Exception.
Normally in Japan you eat miso soup with chopsticks, you were saying.
Yeah, chopsticks.
That might take a long time.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, they drink it like that.
You drink it?
No entree miso soup. Always miso soup, rice together.
Ah.
Never been entree.
Oh, okay.
Your idea?
My idea. What is miso soup?
Soybean.
Soybean. Is miso a bean, is it? Is it a soybean?
Yes.
Oh, like the same stuff you make soy sauce out of.
Yes, same.
Oh,
And also
interesting.
edamame, also soybean.
Edamame. Oh, we should have got some edamame.
Oh.
See, I think I have some edamame in the fridge.
Yummy.
No.
Yeah. Oh, I threw it out because it was off. Okay.
Sick of that.
Oh, well. Yeah, I was a bit sick.
For pancake.
Parsley?
No. Seaweed. Kind of seaweed. chopped.
That's ginger.
Yeah, pickled ginger.
Meant to be in the pancake.
Oh,
I forgot. It's
Oh.
so yum.
So we're gonna put it on top.
Me
maybe.
To put on top. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I
yeah.
never tried. Normal inside.
Okay.
This is aonori. Aonori?
Aonori.
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 Yeah. This one is not popular for girls.
Why?
Because after you eat, everywhere.
Gets in your teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
No, normally don't. But I love it. I don't care.
You don't care.
I think you
Yeah.
got some already.
You don't mind having green. Yeah, so this is a drawing that I did of Harumi. You like? You got to give it to you for your birthday, didn't I, Harumi?
Hey, I got birthday present.
You got a birthday present from Nikki today.
Nikki and James.
Tanjobi o merito. That's how you say happy birthday in Japanese.
Huh?
Tanjobi o merito.
Tanjobi or merito.
Yes, Tanjobi o merito.
Arigatou.
So your
Arigato.
birthday was yesterday?
Today.
28th of March. It's
Yesterday,
today.
actually, my mom's birthday.
Oh.
I couldn't bring because I need to have an early night. The
Oh.
time difference.
Oh yes, you did a quick rap while you went looking. It's funny that you're from Laos. So I was just looking at Shortland Street, and Bella's gone off to Laos to help
Vera.
refugees for charity. It's quite topical.
Yeah, that's really generous.
Yeah.
It's fictional.
We got a charity group as well.
Yeah. You have. Oh, tell us about your charity group. What's it called?
The Helping Hands Project.
Helping
and
Hands.
We just got registered. So
As a
we-
charity.
On
Yeah, so
Facebook.
we are legally
Oh, Medito.
For me.
Yeah.
allowed
That's
to
congratulations.
do fundraising.
Wow, that's cool. And what do you fundraise for?
We have helped Auckland City Mission
Yeah.
during Christmas with their Christmas appeal, and we did fundraising by baking cakes, and the sales from that went to Auckland City Mission.
Oh, that's awesome. So you've had a bake sale, and
Yeah, we did.
you've been doing a few other things like friendship bracelets and
Yeah,
stuff
we
like
sold
that.
bracelets as well.
Cool.
And we also did a sausage sizzles.
Sausage sizzle.
Didn't you see that woman at the sausage
Huh?
sizzle? That
What
famous. The,
Oh yeah,
She's,
yeah. We saw
got a gap
Anne
between her
Paquin.
teeth.
Well, it could have been her lookalike. It could have been her.
Do you know what the gap between your teeth is called? It's called a diasthema. You know how I know that? Because Marie Fredrickson from Roxette, who was my favourite group as a kid, has a diasthema.
Yeah.
and you looked at
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting. Twister! Oh my god! Awesome! Have you ever played Twister, Harumi?
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
It's a game. It's a fun game. It's an awesome present.
later
Such a
on.
classic game, isn't it, Twister? Oh wow! Where did you get the photos from?
This is from
The
Nikki's,
professional photos.
Oh wow, that's awesome! So
put on
beautiful.
Facebook.
And you were married about a year ago, weren't you, you guys?
We were.
So this is your you've just had your anniversary in Fiji, haven't you?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy Fiji?
Yeah.
Fiji.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Where did you go to Fiji? In Fiji?
We went to
Nadi.
Nadi Town.
Nadi. I've
Is it
never been
Nadi
to
or
Fiji.
Nadi?
Nadi. Nadi.
NAD.
So you stay in Nadi?
Yeah, we stayed at a place called Smugglers Cove Resort.
Oh, I think my sister's been there. I seem to remember hearing about
I
that.
bought the voucher for 7 nights in Fiji.
Did you?
Then he's not sure at all if he can make it. I was gonna
I hope I can one day.
suggest you to use this, but you already. But okay.
Oh, you should definitely go. You would love it. It's
I
just
know.
amazing.
Hmm.
We did day trips to Beach Coma Island and
Alright, snorkeling and stuff.
Yeah.
Mana Island as well. It was
And
just
really clear
paradise.
water, eh?
Just,
Yeah.
That's what you're best doing.
He
When you
saw
go
a
there.
shark.
Yeah.
You saw a shark while you were snorkeling?
Yeah.
I thought he
It was
was
like-
pulling my leg.
A real one. Wow, that's scary.
4 or 5
Were you
meters
scared?
below me.
Were you scared?
No, because it was only about that long.
Oh, right, just a
Is that-
small one.
A reef shark.
I was scared enough swimming with the dolphins. We went swimming with the dolphins in Pai.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was cool. It was, yeah. But I was scared that it was gonna, because it was in deep water. We just went in the middle of the ocean basically, and they found a dolphin pod in the middle of the ocean, and we jumped out
that's
off the boat and
amazing.
swam with them.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's a good experience.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Attack you.
Now the kids.
Did you?
saw
No,
sharks.
they didn't attack.
You realised at
Swam
the
with
last minute it was sharks.
Yeah, that's what it is. They don't look too dissimilar. Our main is served. What do we call this, Harumi?
Which one?
The meal that we've got here.
Okonomiyaki.
And okonomiyaki is from where?
Osaka.
Osaka. And normally in Osaka, you were telling me before that you have rice with okonomiyaki.
Yeah.
But in other places in Japan, they don't have rice with okonomiyaki.
Or just only.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Okay, but today we're having a bit of rice with okonomiyaki. And I cooked the rice, so it's not very good. But I have to say, Harumi and I argue constantly about how to cook rice. And Harumi likes to cook it with the absorption method, which is this method, which I cooked it with today. And I like to cook it with the rapid boil method. I find the rapid boil method,
Not really.
Harumi thinks the rapid boil method makes the rice go too soggy. But I think the absorption method seems to burn the rice all the time, and you can see there are some brown bits of rice.
Zoom in on that.
Because there's not enough water in it, but it doesn't go soggy at least. It's nice and fluffy. Yeah, you were going to say something about how they serve okonomiyaki in Japan.
In Japan, the okonomiyaki restaurant, there is grill
A grill, and you call it a tepan.
in a table.
Is
They
that like-
set up?
Does tepan mean teppanyaki?
Yeah, like a grill.
A grill? Oh, that's what tepan is it?
Yeah, then after order, like a waitress bring this kind of bowl and inside ingredient, the customer shake, mix by themselves, then fry by themselves.
Oh, the customer makes it.
This
Self-serve.
ingredient,
Ah,
this one on site.
Yeah.
So customer can choose what they want.
right.
Can use everything, or the girls don't like this.
Yeah.
It's
Ah,
like a buffet.
interesting.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we had a bit of a battery failure. I've got my album playing in the background.
Yeah.
The Karmic Loo.
You need to know what's going on.
I was just dancing.
Yummy, salty.
Just dancing to the Karmic Loo. Now, did you enjoy your apple, carrot and cucumber juice?
Yeah. That sees it all.
Very healthy. It's all gone.
It's all gone.
I thought that would be a healthy alternative. I bought a juicer from Briscoe's for $29.99, and so I've been making all these juices. Yeah, really cheap. Trying to get my money's worth. You know, to make these 4 glasses, there were 6 carrots, 4 apples, and a whole cucumber. It's not much you get out of that, really, is it? Do you want some wine? You've got this business. What doing?
I've started a Photobooth Company.
Oh, where's this from?
Right.
Hires out photo booths
Oh, wow.
to weddings
Oh,
and parties and
I don't want to waste it.
All right. And how much does it cost to hire a photo booth for
about $600.
for a wedding? And you get lots of little
I have
snapshots.
kids, so no one-
Is that what it is?
That's
yeah,
too
you get heaps
beautiful.
of
Yeah.
strips of old-fashioned strips.
Oh, right.
Shares.
I don't
So
like
cool
my
people like them
CDs.
like that, and you get your name across
No
the
worries.
top.
And print it out, and as many
Yeah.
photos as you like, is it?
Yeah,
This
many as you
reminds
like.
me
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Really?
giant
How do they people find it if they want a photo booth for their wedding?
If they went to find my website,
Yeah.
go to
But it's a big game.
videophotobooth.co.nz.
Okay, videophotobooth.co.nz.
Yeah.
Right, if you want some wedding photos.
Printing hundreds of.
You got this idea from your wedding, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a
Photobooth.
photo booth at our wedding.
Yeah, and you thought it was a great idea, and you decided to go and to doing it yourself. Is that
Yeah, it
right?
was her idea to begin with.
Oh,
And then
No.
when we
listen.
had it at the wedding, everybody liked it so much
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
was my point.
that
Yeah. Oh, to have one at the wedding.
Have one.
yeah.
But to buy one was yours.
Yeah. And you're also a poker champion.
Not really.
Yes, you are. You won the New Zealand poker champion, weren't you? Oh, is that the New Zealand poker champs? You won a poker
Well, when our
competition.
the first big one they had at Sky City.
What does it require to be a good poker player?
A good liar.
In the short term,
Good liar.
in the short term, a lot of
Autistic.
luck.
A lot of luck, really.
In the short term, a lot of luck, and in the long term, a lot of
Communication.
Patience.
a lot of skills,
Skills,
a lot of combined skills.
like.
Communication.
Not communication.
I wouldn't think you want to communicate. You actually have to read people, don't you? You have to be a good psychologist, really.
Yeah. Psychology.
I think that helps.
Maths,
Can't you read me?
Statistics.
Calculating odds. That's what you're quite good at, calculating the odds,
Yeah,
aren't
he's
you?
good at
Yeah.
math.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I am actually good at maths, but I'm good at maths, but I'm not very good at poker. I'm too impatient. I sit there and I get bored. Okay, so this is my song playing from my album that I've just released, the Karmic Loo. It's called Telegram. This is the first single off my album. Do you like it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
My
fantastic.
favorite song now.
Yeah, this is your favourite one, isn't it?
Telegram.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a song about love, a message of love being sent through nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sense of love returning, being sent through the medium of nature. Yeah, like flowers blooming, butterflies.
I think I just saw a butterfly there.
I think that might be a mosquito. It's probably from all the fruit pulp that we've used in this fruit juice, because Harumi hates it. It attracts all these. Is it still going?
Yes, yes.
Harumi hates it because it attracts all these fruit flies. There it is. So she's got me putting all the pulp after I've juiced up this machine. It's a real mess. It's such a mess. But yeah, she's got me putting it in plastic bags each time I use the machine now because it's such a mess. Okay,
Yeah.
that'll do.
Do you find it's cheaper than buying the V8s?
I don't know.
How much did 6 carrots and 4 apples and cucumber come
A
to?
packet of carrots is about $1.80. You can get reasonably decent apples for about $3
Yeah,
for juicing, and a cucumber is about $2 or something, maybe.
probably less, yeah.
Yeah, maybe $2.50 sometime.
So,
It's about $7.50, but that would make quite a lot of glasses of juice. But I don't know in terms of a V8 bottle
yeah.
vegetable
So
juice,
6
isn't it?
packs?
It's like
6 packs for
2 litres.
Yeah, but I like this better because I can make the juices that I like. Like I don't like tomato juice that much.
So this is your very own recipe, is it?
Yep, apple, cucumber and carrot.
And what's the name?
I haven't thought of a name. The
Why?
Karmic Loo. And that's the name of my album.
I might need the loo after this.
Yeah, it's actually probably quite good for digestion, so you might find that
Fiber.
Has it got
You
MSG
can
in
order
it?
the Karmic Loo by going onto my Bandcamp site. www.crompy.bandcamp.com. It's got all the songs and you can download each of them individually for just $2 or all of them for the whole album for $20, and you also get all the covers with that. And it's a really good album. I like it. I'm happy with how it turned out, and I think it's worth buying because I spent a lot of money, you know, paying for it and recording, and I hope that people like it. And I hope that people download it and support.
It's a lot of
music.
work.
It was. It's over 10 or 15 years of work over the years that I've worked on these. I recorded an old album version in my bedroom with all the songs on it. I've just remade it, but the original old album was really quite crappy, and I just used a demo recording studio program, and it was quite bad.
Oh yeah.
But there's some quite endearing songs on there, and I liked all the songs, so once I got rhythm, once I bought a synthesizer, it helped me put a rhythm to it and get a beat and everything, and put everything to a beat, and put music behind it, like violins and stuff like that, and other instruments that I can, piano and that kind of thing. And so I've laid lots of different instruments on it. And yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Like a rabbit. Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz. You think I sound like him?
No, it creates everything.
Oh, right.
You look quite like him.
Kind of do everything. People will tell me a lot that I get a lot of Syd Barrett comparisons, which is, he used to be the lead singer of Pink Floyd, but he kind of got on the drugs, I think, and went a bit crazy, so he recorded a couple of his own solo albums, but a friend of mine was telling me about a song, and he posted it on Facebook, and I had to listen to it. It is remarkably similar, even though I'd never really heard of Syd Barrett before, but I can see why people compare me to Syd Barrett.
Is he a Kiwi?
No, he's the lead singer of Pink Floyd.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
He was the lead singer of Pink Floyd.
Yeah, they're British, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's a compliment.
Yeah, I think. I don't really know. He
As he plays the triangle.
He was a bit nutty. I think he got a bit sort of on edge and lost it a bit once he got on the drugs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do drugs.
Yet.
No, I'm more of a kind of meditation kind of person.
Yeah.
Natural highs like red wine. Actually, while we're on the subject of red wine, the other night Harumi and I were trying this thing called body test, kinesthetic testing, where you test yourself and you find out which substances are good for your body, and there's a special test that you can do, and your body basically tells you whether the substance is good because your arm goes weak if it's not good for you, and if it's not going to be good for your body.
Yeah.
And your arm is strong if you and you can resist someone trying to push it down.
Yeah.
If it's good for you. And I actually tried it with red wine because I normally don't drink much alcohol. I tried it with red wine, and it was strong. So red wine's actually good for me. Probably in small doses. It's good for your heart, isn't it?
Can you believe that, though?
I don't know. So this is the body testing thing that we were doing.
Right.
Okay, so excuse me, I'm going to actually touch you on the chest.
Right.
It's a bit... Just turn this way. Come to me. So this is... You're meant to...
Fall over.
So I'm touching you on the thymus gland or something, which is just
quite sore.
It's just below the chest.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's meant to bring your body into balance. Okay. And now put your left arm up.
Up like that.
Yeah. And now I'm gonna try and resist. Try and push it. You try and resist. Don't look at me.
Right.
Just look over my shoulder and try and resist. So that's quite strong, okay? So now what we do is we test you with various substances. Like I give you a bottle, put that in your, hang on. You have to do this thymus thing each time. So
am I going to fall over?
no, you're not going to fall over. It's just rebalancing you and giving you strength. So you put that in your hand and hold it against your solar plexus. So there's a bottle of red wine. And now look over my shoulder. Just be quite normal and try and resist. So it was reasonably okay. So so it wasn't too bad. Let's try.
Pushing way harder.
So let's take that away.
Right.
And I'll do it again.
Ow. To press my button.
Okay, so here's some seaweed. Hold that against your solar plexus. So down here.
Alright.
And put your arm up again. And we're going to push it down. You try and resist. See, that's actually stronger than the wine. You're resisting stronger. Don't laugh. You just be serious. But it means that that's actually supposedly good for you. If you've got a strong resistance, then it's good for you. So if I get something that we know is quite bad for you, champagne now. Do this again.
Right.
Okay, hold that against your solar plexus. Lower down there.
Right.
And now put your arm up. Look over my shoulder.
Right.
See how your arm went down quite quickly then? Yeah, it was harder to resist because champagne is not so good for you. Whereas red wine isn't too bad. Champagne, which is quite cheap champagne, I think.
Made in New Zealand.
Well, I don't know, it's not good for you anyway, not good for your body. Your body's saying that it's not good for you. Whereas, if I go and get a glass of water, hang on, we'll do the same thymus test.
A glass of water.
And we're going to try with a glass of water. Hold that against your solar plexus. Look over my shoulder. And see, that's much stronger, isn't it?
Are you doing a sort of trick?
No, I'm not. There's no trick to it.
Okay.
What is the ice cream in the fridge?
It's actually they call it kinesthetic testing, and it tests what food, because each individual is different. Like if Harumi I tried onions, for example, and the onions weren't good for me, but for Harumi, the prawns weren't good for her, whereas prawns were fine for me. And so when she does it, her arm goes down quite quickly when she's got prawns near her. When I did it, they were quite strong. But I tried it with onions and they went down quite bad. So onions are not so good for me, even though I like them. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
So you just push against the door as hard as you can. Are you pushing hard?
Yeah, pushing hard.
Okay. Don't know if that's enough yet. Maybe a bit longer.
Okay.
Okay, come out.
Gee, that's crazy.
You didn't do anything, eh?
No, I was just like letting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's hard to put it back down.
Do you agree?
So we've just been having your wedding cake. Yummy. And your wedding, we had kilts. I mean, you're Scottish and you're from Laos. That's an interesting combination, isn't it?
Yeah.
And at your wedding, we had kilts and we had cow pad for dessert. No, we didn't.
He's lying.
But it's true, you eat cow pad in Laos, isn't it? It's a delicacy.
Yes, it is.
Tell us about how do they cook cow. Have you ever had it yourself?
No.
No. They fry it, don't they?
Fry it.
No.
It's boiled.
Like cow poo.
I think they just put like
It's just
MSG, salt and pepper, chilies,
Make it taste better.
lemon, soy sauce,
It's just eaten. It's not cooked, I don't think. I think it's just eaten.
fish sauce,
Raw
and then they just
Best way.
fish sauce.
dip their meat
That's
in
it.
it.
What Scottish delicacies can you tell us about?
Deep fried Mars bars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aren't they called s'mores? S'mores? In America they call them s'mores, I think.
Well, we invented it.
Or is that... No, s'mores is graham crackers with a toasted marshmallow in between, I think.
Oh, right. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Deep fried Mars bars. I think they have them here, though. In some fish and chip shops
I
you can
once
get
bought
them.
a deep fried Moro bar here.
Yeah.
So it just
Right.
shows you. Yeah. If you've ever been to Fiji, you might have done Kava drinking.
No, I haven't been to Fiji. But you have?
Yes, I went last week.
Tomato.
And
Yeah, they got this, like at the hotel, they've got this sand that we sit in. Well, it's like a group of guys playing guitars, and they've got a big bowl full of kava, and you sit around while they're playing the guitars, singing, and they pass you this coconut, half a coconut, and you dip it in the kava drink, and then give you it, and then you have to clap, and then you say "Bula," which is hello, and then you drink it, and then you clap 3 times,
It's
and then you hand it back to them.
alright. It's like a ceremony.
Yeah,
And
do that every
did you have some Kava, Nikki?
Yeah, she had some.
Yeah, I had
Is it really strong? Isn't it knock you out or something?
It makes you go crazy.
Crazy. Did you go crazy?
It's the guy says it's some sort of like,
Hallucinogen or something. Is it?
well, it's like a root
Makes
of
you
a plant, but it's like
numb.
could be a chili plant or something. 'Cause
Ah, okay.
And
makes
Peyote.
your lips a bit numb.
Ah, does it? Okay.
And
It's
then-
no alcohol though.
No, there's no alcohol, but then somebody says it makes your whole body kind of like you lose like power of your limbs or something.
Ah, okay.
Like relaxant or something.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it's like a semi-drug.
Like a laxative.
Alright. So you go into a sort of a state of trance or something. Did you feel anything weird?
I felt
Or
a bit
having-
funny,
Okay.
but not.
Didn't have any
I only had
strange
it- I
visions
only had
or
it
anything.
Twice. So.
Did you dance crazy dances or?
No. I just felt like sleeping.
Ah, really? Is that all? What about you, Nikki? Did you dance the crazy monkey dance?
What did I do? Yeah, I went a bit crazy.
What did Nikki do, James?
Nah, nothing really, but it's weird because this stuff's like black. It's like browny black water, and it
Oh,
looks kind of
It's like
disgusting.
tastes like mud.
it tastes like mud,
Yeah,
like Nafa hot springs.
yeah, it's not nice to drink. But
Why would you put yourself through that misery then?
Experience?
we only had 2. But
It's
there's
meant to be
people-
a spiritual thing or something in Fiji, isn't it? Like
Yeah, everybody
that's
does
something to do with the ceremony.
it. Everybody has it.
It's called Fiji time.
I
Ah.
wanna go. I wanna go.
And so I bought a bowl for my house to take home.
A bowl of kava.
No, just
Can you bring it back on the plane?
just the empty
Through
thing.
customs.
They actually sell it in the airport,
Do
like
they?
actual kava.
But James was too scared to get some in case.
Customs.
it got stopped.
Yeah, 'cause
But they
it's-
said it was legal.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
it'd have to be rightly packed. You can't just buy the stuff you buy in a normal shop there,
Yeah.
which is loosely packed.
Right, I see.
So yeah, but I still wouldn't like to risk it. It's
Yeah.
not worth it because it tastes like crap.
Really fair. Now, you've just had your anniversary and we just ate your wedding cake. Why did you keep it for a whole year?
Because traditionally you're meant to keep it until your first baby's christening or until your first anniversary, and then you eat the top tier.
Oh, okay, so
we just kept the top tier till the first anniversary, and then
right,
yeah.
and then that's meant to be good luck for your marriage, is it?
Don't know if it's good luck, but it's good.
Wouldn't the cake go old after that amount of time though?
Well, no, you just ate it yourself.
Matures.
It matures like a fine wine.
It was actually good.
Yeah, it was tasty. Yeah.
Still moist
Like wine
after 1 year.
Because
Yeah.
the icing,
No
that's
mould.
why they design
No.
icing around cakes, so it totally seals it in.
Ah, is that right?
So
Is that how it works?
yeah,
The icing seals the good.
Yeah.
The
it must have like evolved in cakes.
it doesn't go old at all. It doesn't go mouldy or
Well, it would
anything.
eventually, especially in New Zealand where it's
Right.
hotter.
Yeah,
In Scotland, my mum's kept cake for 2 years.
yeah.
Well, she kept like pieces of cake for.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my
I
auntie
think
was like that
3-4
too.
years.
Yeah.
I spoke to
Or
some ladies in the knitting group, and one lady had her cake for about 10 years.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
that long. But she kept it in the freezer, so.
Right.
Hmm.
Cryogenically frozen. Bring it
Yeah.
back.
But
And she brings it out each anniversary, and she cuts a couple of slices for her and her husband.
Oh, right. So it's like a treat
Yeah.
every anniversary.
thing is, you get the benefit of it being kept for a long time, but you don't get the benefit of it maturing, because if it's frozen, it won't mature.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
But I guess it can only mature so far until it goes off.
You liked the voice, Nikki. We were talking about Seal and Heidi Klum. What did they do each year?
They renewed their wedding vows each year.
With a big party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like you guys with your wedding cake and your trip to
Well, that's
Fiji.
just-
Oh, we didn't have a party. We just
That was our honeymoon.
that was our honeymoon slash.
Oh, was it?
anniversary.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because we didn't have a honeymoon.
No, well, you only
We
have
had a
one.
mini moon.
You only have one. Yeah.
We went and saw New Zealand's Got Talent together.
Yeah, we did. It was
Yeah.
quite fun.
Yeah, you
I thought it
enjoyed
was
it?
X Factor.
Oh no, it was
Yeah,
X Factor, wasn't
Factor,
it?
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, after I auditioned for it and didn't get in.
Oh, let's hear your audition now. What did you sing?
It's already on the net. You don't have to film me. Go away from my window. Leave at your own chosen speed.
with the whole body. With the whole
Not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. Actually, I did Paul Simon for the original audition. I did You Can Call Me Al. Man walks down the street, he says, why am I soft in the middle now? Why am I soft in the middle when the rest of my life is so hard? I want a photo opportunity, I need a shot at redemption. Don't want to end up a cartoon in a cartoon graveyard. Bone digger, dogs in the moonlight. Far away, my well-lit door. Mr. Beer Belly, get these mutts away from me, you know. I don't find that stuff amusing anymore. If you be my bodyguard, I can be your long-lost pal.
It's the same song.
I can call you Betty, Betty when you call me. You can call me Al, call me Al. Nah.
I'll call you Al.
I did it better than that.
What about that Scottish song, honey?
Yeah, I sang at your wedding, didn't
500
I?
miles.
And I would walk 500 miles.
You did sing it.
I sang, what did I say? I sang your song,
Yeah.
Elton John. That was your choice, wasn't it, Nikki? Your
Did
song.
you like Elton John though?
I do like Elton John. Actually, whenever I sing Elton John on those karaoke machines, I always get 100.
Elton John.
I think my voice is quite good for Elton John songs. Can you feel love tonight? I like the Lion King song especially.
Oh, yeah.
You a fan of the Lion King, James?
He's lying.
Doesn't want to say it on
He said
camera.
he cried.
Secretly you are.
You cried during the film.
No. I haven't even seen it. So.
He's lying.
Oh, haven't you?
I've seen the Jungle Book.
Oh, no! What do you want, I can't remember how it goes.
That's not the Jungle Book.
That's the Lion King. Anyway.
Mr. Bean is so funny
Why?
because Mr. Bean used to have a speech impediment when he was young, and he went to therapist or whatever, and they taught him to pronounce words like Bob, like that.
Oh, really?
And it is such a pronounced way that it's really funny. Like, Bob.
Oh, so Rowan Atkinson actually had a speech impediment?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I actually met Rowan Atkinson. Well, I walked past him. I didn't really meet him, but
Yeah.
I used to love Rowan. My sister used to call me Mr. Bean as a nickname because I used to be so clumsy. I went to the gym once and got my sweater caught in the erg while I was riding. I was going Mr. Bean and stuff.
Yeah.
But you were just saying Jamie Oliver has a stutter
Yeah,
or had a speech impediment.
yeah, he's quite noticeable in his early days, and then he's had a lot of coaching or whatever, therapy for it, continuous, and now you can hardly notice it.
Yeah, we're saying because we're just watching The Voice on TV and there was this guy who has a stutter and he can sing fine, but he's got a stutter. Well, actually on the Fair Go they also had this guy who had a stutter, and they made him sing a song, and then after he stopped singing he could speak normally, which was really interesting.
So does anybody out there know why?
I think it's because singing comes from a different place. It comes from your heart, and whereas sometimes if you're afraid, then you're up in your head, so you think you're thinking too much. Whereas singing, you just do it impulsively, naturally, and so.
Yeah, but in front of a big audience, you'd be more scared than ever.
Well, you'd think so, but maybe he finds a natural place where he can sing. Perhaps singing's a natural thing that he can do, and he's not afraid of singing. Where he is afraid of speaking because he's been bullied or something like that. I don't know. He's had some bad experiences in learning to speak. I don't know. Must be something that happened in his formative years that causes you to have a stutter, I would think. And look at that piece of artwork behind your head. That's a photo I took in Rotorua and grew up using, what was it, Living Social or something like that, one of those canvas prints.
Yeah.
It's a teko teko. Do you know the teko teko is meant to be reminiscent of, oh no, actually the tiki is reminiscent of Hei Tiki, who was the first man in Maori mythology, and he had big eyes, so they have eyes like power shell eyes. And Hei Tiki, some people even say that Hei Tiki was an alien from an alien race, and that's why he had these big eyes. So sometimes the Maoris say that, some of the Maoris believe that Hei Tiki was, that we descended from aliens.
Okay.
Just as a little side note.
Yeah.
But a teko teko, on the other hand, is a guard. They are like to scare off people. They stand guard at lots of, like at the meet at the sort of pa sites and various entrances to things. And what's that, Harumi? This is your shrine, is it?
This one? This is my fortune. I mean, love or relation. If it's good relation with anyone coming to me, if it's not good, going away.
What is?
This one. But actually, this is boy and girl.
What's going away?
No good person for me. Going away
What is going away?
means bye
you
bye
mean
bye.
that person will scare off.
Yeah. Then
If you've got
if
this
it's
thing
good
here.
for me, then stay with me.
Ah, is that me?
I think so. En musubi. En musubi.
Emusbi. What does that mean?
En musubi
Musbi.
means
James
en
Digby.
musubi.
Must be. Must be.
Must be.
Can I have a sleep for one?
So what have we got here, Harumi? Something you made for me, isn't it?
James.
James. That's James in Japanese.
This one too.
J-A-E-S.
And what's each of the symbols mean something as
This
well?
one means yourself, myself,
Okay.
area, and feeling,
Okay.
dream, and congratulation.
So each of the letters has a meaning as well as a sound. And this is something else you made for me.
For the meant to be always heart, love coming to you.
Isn't that sweet?
That means.
Jarumis.
What did you make for me here?
Jarumis.
Says my name. Says my name.
Now, speaking of your name, we went to the cricket recently, didn't we? And
Yeah.
James Anderson was playing. How did you feel about someone stealing your name and playing cricket? You were quite happy to sit with the Barmy Army, even though you were Scottish, weren't you, James?
I was not. You dragged me there.
Oh, you weren't happy then. you were
Really?
secretly. You were secretly angry, but you were quite happy when we met Ken Barlow.
Yeah, that was
And
funny.
you got your photo with the Queen.
Yeah. If you like Coronation Street, then you'll know him quite well.
Ken Barlow.
You can remember him. Though, could you?
I've never watched Coronation Street.
Oh, yeah. But,
You knew him. You knew who he was.
yeah.
And they did the Barmy Army chant. Can you do that for us?
I could.
Barmy Army. Ken Barlow. Barmy Army.
Ken Barlow.
Barmy Army.
Ken Barlow.
Barmy Army.
Ken
And
Barlow.
they went on for about half an hour. You've got it on video. You posted a long video on Facebook of it. It was- Blood is a delicacy. You boil blood
Yeah.
and eat it?
Yeah, it's kind of like pudding, but not without the spices and stuff. They just put it in they boil it and then they put it usually like in a rice soup with chicken feet.
Ah, wow.
And then, yeah.
Chicken feet. Not
So-
my favourite. What about you, James?
Oh, lovely.
Do you have haggis? Haggis, you were saying it was
It's
sheep's
accurate.
hearts and offal,
Not awful.
kidney and liver. What is
It's
it?
not that bad.
Oh, just hanging.
And what's black pudding?
No.
Demystify it for us.
Black pudding or haggis?
Both.
Black pudding is condensed blood with oatmeal and spices, and you fry it in the morning, have it with your fried breakfast.
Alright.
But haggis is sheep's pluck, which is like
So how far
heart,
can you walk
liver.
in these shoes?
Oops.
Oh.
Oops, I just spilled. Pretend I've always been short.
What are you all standing there for?
Photo.
You want a photo? Japanese like their photos. Okay. Can everyone say Gochiso-sama?
Gochiso-sama.
Do you know what that means?
So thank you. No, arigato.
It's like
Get out of my
what you
house.
say once you've... Itadakimasu is what you say at the beginning, and Gochiso-sama is what you say at the end of the meal. Gochiso-sama.
Gochiso-sama.
Kanpai.
Oh, that's a video camera.
Cheers. Means cheers.
Come by.
Kanpai.
My sister.
Come again.
Thank you.
So they're going to.
Thank you for coming to Harumi's kitchen number 2.
Birthday present.
You can play it naked.
We will be playing Twister. Naked Twister.
We'll
Right.
watch James playing naked twist.
I don't think we'll put that on video. Sorry.